King Mythros of Arkanlane. Mythros was born in Arnuyed, a son of King Trondheim. He was next in line for the throne of Arkanlane. A year later, in 2950, his brother Shamanj was born. The two brothers grew close to each other, often going to the nearby Tarkar forest to play their youth days away. However, some of them would occasionally join the Arkanlane army on their journeys. However, tragically, King Mythros' father, King Trondheim, dies of sickness. So, Mythros is crowned king at the age of 41. The same year, King Mythros meets and then marries his wife. 2 years later, King Mythros started a policy of trying to meet with as many foreign rulers as possible to win favor, alliances, and trade. The most successful of these trips were to Veros and Aignor. In Veros, Mythros and their king, King Glator, struck up a personal friendship and hour many hours through the woods, alone, speaking. And in Aignor, King Mythros and King Drungal of Aignor reaffirmed their alliance together. 5 years later, in 2997, Mythros' wife had a son, who he named John. For the next 13 years, Mythros ruled Arkanlane in a time of peace and prosperity. However, the evil was still at large. The king of Aignor, King Drungal, assassinated by a wild orc from Razagul, and King Trondheim was the last in line of Balcor, one of the sons of Tmornilos. With him gone, there was no king in line left to rule. So, King Mythros' brother, King Shamanj, took up kingship of Aignor, started ruling the kingdom. However, they could not let this slide, the assassination of a ruler, so Arkanlane and Aignor declared war in 3011. They readied their troops, and King Glator of Veros felt bad for the assassination of one of his close friends' allies, so he sent some troops. The armies pushed forward quickly, taking few casualties, except for Mythros' wife, who died during the fighting. This enraged King Mythros, so he burnt many of their cities down to the ground, which would cripple them, and they also made sure to kill the other orc chieftain in retaliation for them killing theirs. So, King Mythros and his allies, except for King Shamanj, who had to deal with the new kingdom he had been given, celebrated and feasted. However, King Glator killed his close friend, King Mythros, which would start John's story into effect. The end.